Yeah, this was his backyard, what he called the garden area. He used to have a garden there. I found this old shotgun shell top. It was pretty old. I didn't know how old until I got home and checked it. Just a little ways from the shotgun shell top. I dug a heck of a hole and I had a heck of a signal. I found this old top of this old lock that had been cut. Now, it was about 13, 14 inches deep.
Really?
We went to the front yard next to the driveway and I found what I thought was a real ring. I got real excited until I realized it was copper. Went to the old dog pen and I don't know what this was, a piece of a plow or something. Uh, but I found quite a bit of plow pieces, and I'm sure they were old. I just don't know anything about them. I got pretty deep, and I found this old, what I think is a wagon tool. Pretty unique. I originally thought this was a cabinet knob. It wasn't extremely deep, but it was pretty tore up. This was my find of the day, a button with a train on it, and I learned a little more later.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm in the right spot for where the house was. This is a piece of a cast iron stove, looks like. I got a 67 right here, and down about 5 inches is something pretty big. I don't know what it is, but we'll know in a minute. Well, I found the front door about 15 yards from where I found that button. So I'm in the right spot. I just got to keep working this, and maybe there's something else here. Okay, here's the wrap up on my finds today. In my uncle's backyard, he lives on property that his house was built in the 30s, late 30s maybe. He's not sure the exact year. I did his garden area where he said he's found some stuff before, and I really didn't find anything. I found some stuff that's fairly old. It's just stuff. The nails are all pretty old, with the exception of the roofing nail. 2 roofing nails, actually. Although his house hasn't had conventional shingles in many years. He's got wood shingles now. There's some typical aluminum off of probably window frames and different things, aluminum windows. I don't know what that is exactly. But 4 inches deep, I found this hose end sprayer. He didn't know how long it'd been there, but it's been there a while. I cleaned it up. I've cleaned up everything. Everything I'm going to show you, I've cleaned it up. Found a copper ring in the front yard by the driveway. You know, I find these from time to time, and I don't know if they're just a piece of copper cut off or if they're an actual ring with the stuff, the plating gone. But it's pretty. It's copper. Then I found the typical ammunition bullets. There's a jacket off a bullet. Anyway, the neat finds of the day came from the field behind his house, which is land that was given to homesteads, 2.5 acres at a time, to live on. And the deal was from the Land and Cattle Company, if they lived there, they could keep it from now on. But if they ever moved, they lost it and it went back to the Land and Cattle Company. Well, I found the front, what I think was the front of a house. Of course, it's gone. There's a few brick and some hand-poured concrete laying around, but I did find a door lock assembly. It's got the old skeleton keyhole in it, and I found most of the parts to the lock and key. I found this, and it says advance and retard, open and close on this side. I'm not sure if this is part of it or if this is a cabinet knob that came apart, but most of the parts are to the lock. And here's part of the door handle. It's a copper door handle. It wasn't in very good shape when I pulled it out of the hole. This is the top of an old lock, and it was obviously a steel lock because you can tell by it's coming apart. But it was cut. You can see where it was cut. I just wish I had the bottom of it. That must have been a big lock. And then this, my uncle says, is a wagon tool to tighten the wagon axles and the steering mechanism. And it bolted to the wagon with those holes. I'm not real sure if that's what it is or not, but I'm taking his word for it because I did see some wagon tools online that did at least have this top part, but they were a little different down here, so it might have been a different kind of wagon. The find of the day in front of the old house, what I think was the old house, was a button off of a shirt. Now this is an antique railroad button off of railroad clothing. I don't know the year yet, but I'm still looking at it. I saw it online in a railroad button collection, so maybe I can find more of a date. The back was gone. It looks like maybe a two-piece button. The back's gone, but it is pretty cool. But anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. We're going to go back there soon. There's 10 acres there that could be prime stuff.